What we are doing today. First step, I don't know what I'm going to do with my tomatoes as of just now, but we're going to go ahead and process them up. I don't know if I'm going to make barbecue sauce, ketchup, or if I'm going to can some tomatoes today. It just depends on how much time I have. I plan to do this method that I saw a guy do so that you don't get so much water, is chop everything up and then let it set in your refrigerator for several hours to overnight, and then you drain all the liquid off so you don't have as much to work with. So I'm going to give that a try this time, and I will try to document this as I go. But as for right now, we have a 14-quart huge pot of tomatoes boiling just to get the skin off. Then I will move them over to our sink to process them. And I've got a nice, super clean, bleached out, cleaned and vinegared sink just for the process. Took longer to clean up the kitchen for the mess that I'm going to make. Now all the tomatoes have been transferred to a very cold sink full of water to work on those peels, and you can see they're already just coming off. So it makes it easy when you just heat it and then put it into cooler water, and then we will pull those skins off and cut them up and process them into whatever I decide that I want to make with them at a later point. Result. We have some diced tomatoes, and then I did some pureed tomato. I even let the pureed sit overnight and drained off as much water as possible. And after cooking, of course, there are still some juice, which is fine because it'll incorporate in there. But if you were going to use this to make salsa or something, once you open it, I would try to get that water off first before I incorporated it. I would just scoop off as much as I could at the top so that that water content is not in there, for pasta sauce or anything too, but I'm not concerned about the water content when I'm cooking soups or stuff because that's just added flavor. And 2 did not seal, so I had to put them in the freezer for use first before I open these. I don't know why the canning jar lids and things are not sealing. The last few years it's been a little more difficult to get them to seal, and I don't know if it's just like a rush thing, if they're manufacturing them and not putting the quality in. I'm actually not sure. I have recently switched lids, but these just came with the jars. These are Kerr jars and they did good. 1 did not seal out of 12 of those. So that's pretty good odds. That can happen sometimes just with a bent lid or anything that you can't really see with the naked eye. And I had 1 ball lid not seal also, but I've had a lot more problem with that brand as of lately. But thank you for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will get back to you.